Hello and welcome back to our Parkitect Campaign series. We have just finished up, what was the last one? Victoria Lake. And we are moving on. We unlocked the Coral Island, but we're going to go from left to right. So that means we are going down to the Western Roundup, an old west town that's seen better days. If you can get past the heat, there's lots of space for a large amusement park. For this scenario, we need to have at least 500 guests in your park, have a happiness rating of at least 75%, sell at least 800 park tickets, and then the optional, complete all non-optional goals by the end of December year 2. So, when you're comparing it to Victoria Lake, pretty significant increase in the number of guests. 200 guests on there. We have to do 800 park tickets, which is pretty crazy. So we'll probably do this the same way that we have done the others, and pause the game so we can build. Alright, another quick load. Still like that. Oh. Oh, I guess that's the carousel. I was like, where's that sound coming from? Thought that was something else that was in the game. Yeah, Western. Fine, whatever. We can keep that in there. It's got a pretty mediocre skin on it, nothing too crazy. Nothing really covering here. We're probably gonna steal a lot from these couple buildings that are in here, just kind of change the shade on them a little bit. But it looks like we do have a... what is this? It looks like we do have some staff buildings. I don't know what they are. Let's hide scenery. Yeah, so it's just the main big building here. We already have some shops, which are nice, so we don't need to worry about building those. We have a trash, or a restroom over there, so that's good. Which is, I mean, there's not much else that we need to do, which means we can probably just start building, which is really good. Let's take a look at our rides. Carousel and the Ferris wheel, not too great there. Gravitron, Jumper's decent, Twister's decent. We do have the wooden coaster, we also have the mine train coaster, and the wild mouse. That's alright, and then the miniature railway, and we have the log flume. So we'll probably get the log flume in here, especially since it mentioned it being hot, so I imagine people will love that. I'm thinking we're just gonna, we only have $15,000 to start here, so we'll probably, let's take a look at some research here. Aiming for thrill rides, I think that's a good idea. Honestly, maybe do some calm rides here. Let's just boost that up a little bit so we can get that in time. So you just survey your guests to see detailed information about them. We don't need to do that. We pretty much know what we're gonna do. We don't have any... do we have a hauler? We do have a hauler. That's fine. We don't have any mechanics, no security guards. You know, honestly, we can probably just hire these guys now. Because we're gonna need them. And we're not gonna do too much at the beginning here, so... we're definitely gonna get... we'll probably get the Ferris wheel in. We will definitely get the jumper in. Maybe the Twister. The Gravitron's cheap, but I'm not a huge fan of it. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get that. And then coaster-wise, I mean, this has wooden roller coaster written all over it. So maybe we'll start messing around with that a little bit. But I'm not too sure. Or maybe, yeah, I think we probably should, because that's where we really started making money in the last scenario and bringing people in. So maybe we'll start with that, and then we'll build the rest of the park around it. I think that sounds pretty good. So let's go ahead and we will jump into the time lapse, and I will see you on the other end. Alright, so we do start with the wooden roller coaster here. The idea is I wanted a bigger ride, hopefully to maintain some of the intensity, to satisfy those guests that want that greater intensity. And I kind of accomplish it. I still don't fully understand the speeds that I need the coasters to be at the top of the hill. So I feel like this coaster ends up flying around a lot. But I do like the look of it. It's pretty long. It's got a little bit of a twister layout, but also a double out and back style. So I think it works here pretty good. It has the capability to run 3 trains, which is something I wanted to do. And yeah, I mean, I think it certainly is going to be a moneymaker as we go through, because the stats are quite decent at the end of it. So yeah, I'm very happy with the way it turns out. We got some good airtime. We have there's good turns on it. The one thing that I think is really interesting is I knew I needed to get the train back to the station, so I started coming back, and I did not realize how much speed this thing actually maintains. So it flies into the brake run, which is pretty crazy, but it works. Pretty happy with it overall. And yeah, now you see we're just going ahead. We go ahead and set it up for the articulated 2-seater car trains, just because I think that would probably be, you could probably see the 4-seater on this style of track, but I just think the 2-seater would be a little bit better fit for this style. In terms of the station, I wanted it to be pretty generic, just kind of have the supporting structure, have a roof, have a little bit of variation on the roof, and then have the brake run covered in case guests are stuck back there while it's broken down or whatnot. And then just adding a little bit of queue cover just to keep the guests protected from the sun in different areas. And I also made this queue to be very long. It is up against the edge of the map, so we were restricted on a few things that we had to do, or that we could do, but I think it works out in the end here. We do get some fences around, what you would normally, I think you would typically see in this type of coaster, and I'm pretty happy. The only thing that I think I did wrong, I think I spent too much money. I think I should have went for a smaller design and went for a 2-train coaster rather than a 3-train, no mid-course brake run, and just try and keep it a little bit cheaper, because I only can get this, and then I get one more flat ride in, and that's just not enough. And even then, I run out of money, so I wasn't able to, I was able to detail everything quite a bit, but it certainly could use some more. I also didn't know what trees to use in this, and I know I needed some type of greenery somewhere in this scenario, so we used the bow trees, which you should soon start to see once I finish the building here, and they're alright. I mean, they kind of look a little out of place, but it is what it is. We didn't have much to choose from. Some things were clearly, like, you're not going to see a pine tree, I don't believe, in a sandy environment like this. We do use some of the cactuses, or the cacti, but not much. So, I mean, we make do with what we have. But other than that, I am recording this well after completion of the scenario. So we do have some challenges that we experience a little bit later because of money, which is pretty cool. There's about babao trees or whatever they are. Getting some rocks in there with some cacti. It still looks good. It covers it up. It kind of breaks up the station a little bit. But we also have a lot of little time lapses in this video. So just to kind of give you a heads up, these little time lapses, I'm not going to voice record over all of them. I'm going to pick some of the the longer ones, and I'll still come in and talk, but like if it's only a minute or whatever, I'm probably not going to be there. It's just going to be music. So just so you're aware of that, to keep an eye, because we are going to have that, but I think they're more near the end when I'm making small modifications rather than some of these larger things that you're seeing now. One thing that I really liked is we have this like little plaza area. It's just pathways, and it's used. It doesn't really do much at the moment, but we use some fountains. It kind of gives us a different color because there's a lot of brown in this area, and I didn't really want to break it up. I wanted to try and match the theme as much as I could, and there would be a lot of brown, brown and like darker colors. So we take the easy way out for a couple of the cues here, because I can just literally throw on the pavilion, the wooden pavilion there, and it looks just fine. It gives the shade and everything that people would need, but I also wanted to get a little bit more green in because I think it needed it. Otherwise it was literally just brown everywhere. But for now, that's it. Let's see where we're at. Alright, so we have just finished up our first speed build of this episode. We got it all the way down to $462, but we do have a nice big wooden roller coaster. It's got 3 trains on it. It's got some twister areas in here. Looks decent. We got our ratings at 640 or 64.3, which if we multiply that by 0.15, that should give us how much we need to charge here. So 64.3 times 0.15, we can charge $9.50, which is good. And then we do have our jumper, which hasn't tested yet, so we're not going to really have anything at the moment, but we'll assume it's going to be 32.5 for the moment. And that gives us $450, which, like I said, I think we'll be able to charge a little bit more for that. And then our carousel also outdated values, but we'll give that a shot anyway, and that's saying $3. $3.49, so actually let's just do $3.50, because I think we'll be alright with that. It is nice that we have, we'll get this started in a while, that we already have food over here. That should help out a lot. Our wooden roller coaster, I think, is going to make us a good chunk of money, and I think the jumper, like, we have 3 attractions, but they all kind of fill a need. You got your junkie, your thrill junkie up here with a wooden coaster. You got the jumper, which is just for like the thrill ride fanatic, and then the carousel for the more tame guests, I guess you could say. But we are going to lose money here in the first month. We only have 20 people in park. People are flowing in now. And while we're doing that, might as well follow our coaster here. Alright, so hopefully that'll get better once we get more people on the ride. Alright. So, we are quickly getting people into the park here. I think we're doing pretty good here. Let's go ahead and fast forward, try and get some more people. I don't think we're going to make money. It says we're going to lose... No, we lost $418 in the first month. Oh, I did forget to put lights on the coaster, but that's fine. It'll be fine. So at this point, I mean, we're just kind of waiting around. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll fast forward to the part where we actually start getting somewhere, or maybe we can start building again. But yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna pretty much be sitting here waiting. So I'll see you when we get there. Alright, so I didn't see it, but we completed our first goal of 75% happiness. Which is pretty good. I have a happiness rating of at least 75%, so that's awesome. We just gotta do everything by the end of year 2. And, you know, I don't think I still think we're just kind of waiting. We haven't made any money yet. We haven't even passed the second month yet, so back to fast forward. Alright, so I have it paused here, and that's because we have a group of vandals running around damaging things, and I think Sonia Oliver. Let's see here. Is there a way that I can I want to go on Dune Devil. Not have staff rooms for their employees. Interesting. I like that it tells you where too. I didn't know that was a thing. So let's just keep an eye. There's another guy too. Let's just go ahead and get kicked out already? Maybe. What are you doing? Being real suspicious over here, Sonia. With your bandana. Just go ahead and we'll just click off and see. Alright, oh, he's moving. On the move. Sonia's on the move. Goes and gets in line for Doomdale. Alright. Alright. Maybe Sonia's not a bad person. I don't know. I thought that thing meant they were bad, but I guess not. But anyway. Oh wait, how many? There are 2 vandals remaining. Sonia has to be one. Where is Sonia? Oh. That's interesting if Sonia will ride rides. There goes Sonia. Oh, okay. You go ahead and ride that. We'll pay attention. But we also are getting hit with this shortage that we have here. We're already halfway through. We only have 185 people. We do need to start getting more attractions in here. So, and we do have $1,000, so that's good. We have the motion simulator now. That is interesting. We have the magic carpet ride, No, I don't want that. I don't want the magic carpet ride. I think we need to just suck it up and start getting some more thrill attractions here. We also should probably do something for our staff. Get a staff room. We actually have a nice, perfect little area right in the back here. Now we can just kind of plop this down. We'll just delete that there, and no one's ever going to be able to see this. I hope. Let's just double check our visualization stuff. It's a source of bad. And honestly, I don't care about the inside there too much, so that's fine. So, alright. Good scenery everywhere else around here, not so much on the outside there, but we don't really care about that. And that took about all of our money. So the staff hopefully will get a little bit better, because they'll have a place to rest now. What's this guy taking a picture? Leon Phillips. Oh, he has been everywhere. Yeah, so we're going slow on this one. I would like to get my vandals out of the park here. I do believe that the bandana means that they are a bad person. So when we see our bandana Sonya come back here, we are going to get Sonya out. I'm hoping to find Sonya pretty soon here. Although it's not looking too promising. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Sonya went. So I guess I can't kick Sonya out if I don't know where Sonya's at. Oh, there we go. There's Sonya. Sonya. There we go. All vandals. I knew I had to get Sonya out. So that was good. So that should help us start to make some more money. But we'll go ahead and we'll get the Gravitron in here next. I think getting a few more thrill attractions will be important. We are focusing the research team. Hydraulically launched coaster. Interesting. We're focusing them on coasters because I think we're going to need another one, but we need to start making some more money. And I think we also need to adjust this a little bit here. Let's just do 25. That should help get trains out faster. See, there that goes now. Look at this. Alright, Sonya. We're gonna wait for this train to come back. We're gonna kick you out of here. Dude, it flies into the brake run. We really need to start getting a line for this. I think it just goes so fast. We don't have enough people in the park yet. Once we get people in the park, this thing should be a money maker. I mean, it's got good stats. I mean, it could be better, but not too concerned about it. Are doing pretty decent on everything, except for experiences, but it's because people are still in the park. Alright, yeah, so there we go. That one goes a little bit better. Alright, we need to get Sonya out of here. Oh, Sonya's already down here. Sonya, I'm gonna watch you. You better leave this park. I do appreciate the extra $10 or whatever you gave us. There we go. I can't get to the park exit. I'm banned. Yes, you suck. Alright, so we got a lot of people in a small area. That's fine. We're almost at 200. Is there anything that we can build at the moment? Ferris wheel 600. That's not enough. Maybe we can take out a loan. Let's see. 5,000 at a 1% interest fee, monthly fee. That's not terrible. Once you start, maybe we just take these out. We get in like 4 of the attractions and go from there. That should start bringing us in quite a bit of money. It should open up the park to a lot more people. So what I think we'll do is let's go ahead and pause this for a moment. We'll go ahead and take the Curry State. So we finished putting in our flat rides. We got a good chunk of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new attractions. There's no decoration because I ran out of money, which is fine because I think we're going to start to get money as we open this up. So let's go ahead and roll it. Now they are all testing at the moment, which is fine. They need to test, I think. This one is going to eventually be enclosed in the building, but I had to close this off so people can see the backstage area. And I didn't have enough money to put that in there, so that's what happened there. But I do think once we start getting some of this stuff open, see, like, people are already walking through here. We should be alright to get going. The jumper is doing some good work, I think, now with, yeah, now you're making almost $300, which is great. This is right around 7:30, and that will get better the more people we get into the park. So you can see just by adding these attractions, not even opening them up yet, people have already spread out a lot. We are going to need to open up some food on this side. Eventually, we'll probably put it right in along here. I don't know, we may put some food in on this side. I want to save that area for a coaster, and then depending, we may put another coaster in this area as well. But let's go ahead and let's take a look through our attractions here. It's still awaiting new test results. There we go. 22.6. That's pretty much nothing. So we can charge $3 for this, which is fine. I chose the Comet Chaser. I assume this is probably the best one, but I wanted to be different, so we chose something different. The Ferris wheel is still waiting on new results, as you would expect. Nearby theme park closed, drawing more visitors to us. That's good. It's good we got all this new stuff going on. Wow, I don't like the green. Let's just go ahead and change that to white. Or actually, we could probably swing this down, do a little more yellow. That would look good for that ride. This is good, so 3180 times 0.15 is 4.77. So we'll charge 450 for this to start. Get that open. This traction is at, that is minimal compared to what I thought it was going to be. That's 350. So let's go ahead and get that on here and get him open. This guy, 23.5. So that is also 350. That was not the right, there we go. And the Ferris wheel, honestly, that's probably not going to change. Actually, I don't think I even did change that, so that can be, it's actually still going to let us charge $3. So we'll just open those up. So that should draw in a lot more people here. And now we're getting closer to the end of year one, which is making me a little nervous because we still just are at 200 guests, which isn't bad, but it's not great either. So we should start to see a pretty big influx of people coming through. One, because of this, the theme park nearby closing, and then the other one because we put in all these new attractions, and they should start to draw people in. What we want them on this run. We want them on the jumper. We want them on the coaster. I mean, we can do them on the other ones, but these are the attractions that are going to make us the money. Maybe this, I don't know. Definitely the coaster, though. The coaster is the one. So, I mean, what we'll do is we'll fast forward. I might just let this one play in regular speed, but I won't make you guys watch it, because I don't want to go too far before I need to start getting something done. And hopefully we can get a quick $5,000 and start putting some scenery in to kind of fill in the park. So I will see you once we get some money, and it'll hopefully the park will be at a better spot with guests and money. Alright, so we didn't make quite as much money as I thought. Probably would have made more if I would have realized that this was closed for a long extended period of time. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. We do have $2,000, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep it on pause here for now. Our guest count's not great. We really didn't grow all that much. The coaster is making much more money, but there's no line. Like, people just aren't coming to stand in line for this. And I don't know, I think it's a pretty decent coaster, so I'm a little surprised at that. We do need to get, we need to tidy up a lot of areas here. One thing I did notice, these food stands are overcrowded. So we definitely need to get some more food. We will most likely add a little bit down here, and I want to get some way out. We can probably put some in here, and we'll probably just squeeze a trash chute in the back here, and we'll just cover it up with a building to mash it in. I don't think I'm going to go down here because I don't think I'm going to be building out that far, which is fine. We may expand out there, but we have this area, so we might as well use it. In fact, maybe that's where I'll start to try and get that going so we can get more food and people down here, get them broken up, and maybe we can get them traveling back and forth here and want to go on Dune Devil. So let's go ahead and start that, and hopefully we'll be in a much better position when I check back in. So this building that we're building, wow, double word there. I changed it around quite a bit. First, I forgot that we had custom shops, so you didn't have to worry about the things in the front of the shop. And then second of all, I continuously said, you know what, I think I need to repurpose some of this space. I eventually went to put in a trash chute and the other building to get, I don't remember what it's called, to get the supplies for the shops out here. I also thought that at one point that, you know, the doors would actually function. We have gates that function. Why can't we have doors that function? So that was a little disappointing to find out that I had to keep the thing open if I wanted people to walk through. But right now I was trying to get through just having the one entranceway. And I eventually change that around and completely move or add a second entrance. So the entrance that's currently there on the left, that's going to stay along away or stay there, and then we have the big shop entrance that stays there, and then over by the wooden coaster side, we add an entrance to get through into the back of the shops for our stocker. And you'll see why we do that a little bit later after we finish up this speed build here. But one thing I was struggling with, I could not figure out how I wanted to make the top here. So we had this a little bit larger spire than probably I should have put on here. But I think it looks alright. It certainly does the job for this scenario. It's also struggling with the colors of the windows. But I eventually get that figured out, kind of. I mean, they don't look as bad, but try not to overcomplicate things. After all, I am trying to complete the objectives and not necessarily going for full scenery here. And this is the first scenario that I truly don't get to really finish the scenery. For what I had to add a lot of things without scenery because I don't have money. And I don't really get all the way back to the other side of the park. So here we go. We're now prepared to have the trash chute here. And I think we are getting close to the end of this time lapse. So yeah, we just we modify a few things here. We put in a gate into the doorway, so it kind of looks like a door. We just can't change the color, so that is what it is. But I think it's not noticeable enough, or a different enough shade of brown. So I think it all looks good, and then with some shapes, we can really cover everything. So let's go ahead and check back in with the live portion. All right. So at this point, we have our new shops, which are set up, and they'll need to get need to have haulers to bring stuff all the way over here. Hopefully it'll clear out some of this, get traffic in this area, so they'll ride at Dune Devil. But I wanted to have it so there was a depot here, but I don't have enough money because this little building took a lot because of the shops and stalls. I moved the toilets around a lot. Also, we used gates as doors here. Kind of blended them in. I can't change the color of those. We got them on that side. Look at all those happy people on the roller coaster. And then this side, which actually we're gonna see if we can take our border here, because we don't need it there, so that's $2, so that, I think we'll be alright for this. Yeah, so this is going to be the backstage area, and it's going to go through. We're going to put a depot here that they'll be able to get and just come straight out here. I think that should work. If not, they'll get it here and just walk around, I guess. And then there's going to be a trash chute over here that is going to work as well. So the one thing we need to do is we need to take another loan, and we're gonna do the big one, because I think I'm gonna have to take a lot of loans here at the beginning until we start being able to pay stuff back. This one's $350 a month. That's a lot. This is probably the worst loan that's out there, but again, we're trying to spend a lot of money at the moment to try and get people into the park. So we take that. We are going to hide our scenery so we can actually see in here, and we're just going to rotate this, drop that down there, so now that can connect, which is perfect. And then we'll have to connect chute, which if we go straight through here, I think that's connected. I hope that's connected. I think that's fine. So that's good. And then we'll have to assign this, I think. And then the other thing we want to put in here is a trash chute to put over here. And this can literally just connect on this side. That's all good. And now let's go ahead. We're going to add our two things here, so that makes that a lot easier. And then we need to assign a hauler. So we already have two. We're just going to leave two here. Now I don't know how to do this. Train level 2, we don't need to do that. Zone. Okay. Left click and drag to place. Click into a zone and drag to expand it. Right click to remove. So if we just kind of let's do all of this. That's zone 1. That's good. Zone 2 is going to be this. We'll also get zone 1 to have that as well. So he's going to be zone 1. This guy will be zone 2. And janitor, zone 1. We do need to hire another one. So we will do zone 2 for him. Zone 1. There we go. I don't think we need to worry about that. Well, we have an entertainer. I didn't realize we have a raptor entertainer walking around. That should help get everything going for that. You know, there's not much else that we need to do live at the moment. So I just wanted to do that so you could see what it was like to put up a zone for our team. What I think I'm going to do, since I have $11,000 now, and I need to use that. We're going to try and build another roller coaster. We're going to go for the more intense hydraulically launched coaster. It's going to be the most expensive one that we have, but it will also probably be the best one that we have. So let's go ahead. We're going to put it over in this area. We're going to have the station excuse me, we may do like a dual station type thing. And because I want to have 3 trains, but it's really going to only be set up to have 1 block break, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to have to see how this goes. But here we go. We'll jump into a time lapse and I'll see you in the end. Hopefully we have some money left over and we can theme the rest of this park, but I don't know. It's going to be expensive. Here we go, building a brand new coaster. I've never built one of these before, at least not in this game, and boy did I struggle. I did not realize that you need to make it 1 piece for the launch. I thought you could just add pieces and it would just auto select. No, you just go ahead and extend it and all works just the same. So the idea was going to be have this be a little bit larger, a decent time, a decent length on the coaster itself. Maybe have like a 35 to 50 second runtime, and yeah, I ran out. You can see I'm already under, right around that $3,000 mark, and we're dropping fast with all the pieces that I'm placing. Yeah, like I wanted to do a loop. I was going to do an overbanked turn here and really try and keep it, but then I realized, oh, I can only take one loan at a time. So we just work and find a way to get it back to the station, just so we can get it open. It turns out to have good enough stats to satisfy the major thrill seekers. We also removed the 2-station idea because it's so short. We figure we don't need that anymore. So yeah, my least favorite coaster I've built so far in this game. It would have been much better if I had some money to spend, but at the end of the day, it does exactly what I need to and fills in a gap that this park had. So let's jump back into the live portion. Alright, so this is maybe one of the worst coasters I've built yet, and I ran out of money, which is part of the problem. But I also started getting bad reviews from people, which isn't going to fare well for me. So we're going to charge $8.50 for this. We're going to get it open. We need to start getting better reviews, which means we need to start getting people in the park that can be happy. I think having this over here now is going to help a lot. In terms of like spreading stuff out, and then we need to start getting scenery over here. So let's get this open. We'll run it for a little bit. I'm gonna run it while I build for now, and we'll see where we go. We're not gonna worry too much about what we're doing on this side. Alright, so here we go. Working on a lot of our scenery, and I knew I wanted to enclose the motion simulator here. Didn't really know what, so when I was looking at the pieces, for whatever reason I was inspired by a barn. So that's what we do. We put the I think I called it the cyber barn in here, and it kind of sticks out compared to everything else in here. But you know, it's something. The park needed some color. This bright of a red might not have been the right choice. But at the end of the day, it works just fine. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much about it. It's a very square building. It's got an interesting shaped roof. And there's no interior for the ride itself. It literally just encloses it completely. We do back the path up a little bit off of it because it saves a little bit of space. We do notice we have some vandals, but I don't think we do anything about that. We just continue to worry about trying to get stuff going here. We Go ahead and tidy up some more area around the magic carpet ride. And that kind of closes this area off. I left it there in case I needed to build something out in that direction, but it turns out that I don't. So this is pretty much it here. We just had a few covers here, queue covers, just to kind of cover up the pathway a little bit, give our guests a chance to get out of the sun. And also it rains a lot in this scenario, which surprised me. Or rain more in the scenario than I expected it to. So we then move on to this awkward pathway that goes in between our park. And we continue to add in some trees just to kind of break it up, give some green color in there. Along, we do add the fountains in there, so we get the blue. And then I found a terrain tool, so went a little crazy with that. And we just kind of, we don't really do all that much. We just kind of put up some borders, put up some fences. We add in the pavilions to just kind of to give a little bit of character to this pathway, to be a little bit different than everything else, since I use the same path for literally everything. We do add a lot of rocks and cacti in that area, but there's a pavilion. I think we are just about to finish up here, so we'll jump back to yet again another live portion. Alright, so we are paused here. You probably saw I just paid back our loan. You can see we're already in August of year 2, so we're about a little over halfway through this year, and we still need 70 guests. And the reason that I wanted to pay this off, we opened up a 27,000 one, but that monthly fee is an outrageous amount, so we're not going to worry about that. We are going to take this 17,001 and then we'll go, we're going to build, I think, a log flume, and we're going to, so let's go ahead and take this a while. So we got $17,000. You know, hopefully we're not going to need $17,000 to build a log flume. Now the question is, where do I want to build it? So I was considering a coaster here, but you know, it could be something that it just kind of very, very casual log flume, nothing too crazy. Just around here, we'll call it Oasis. We add in some greens around it, just to kind of break it up a little bit. We could have we could really have it connect over here too. So that would give this some type of random purpose other than just walking through here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll jump back into a time lapse, and I'll see you when we're done, and hopefully that'll be enough to draw in 70 guests, and hopefully enough. This number's been going up a lot faster, so I mean, we still need to bring in 300 over the course of these last few months. 200, I guess, really, 220 something. So we'll go ahead and give that a go. I am also going to get our research back up here so that we get some thrill rides, because those will also help, and I have plenty of room over here to add in. I have plenty of room in the back here that I can add in too. So let's go ahead, let's get our log flume, and I'll see you when I'm done. Alright, so we are done with our log flume. Very generic. We got the short station, so we got a small entrance here. We got the exit on this side. I kind of screwed up because I wanted this to be the entrance. I went the wrong way, so that's on me. But I think this is probably, because it's got good ratings, 59, well, those are outdated, so it's probably going to be better than that. And then 850 is what we're charging, so I think this is going to be good. Yeah, you can already see people flooding into it. And I think once this gets going, this is going to make us a ton of money. So much so that I'm going to fully pay off this loan right now. We're only going to worry about this. Yeah, so it's already saying it's projecting me to go up a lot. And you can see, oh yeah, look at all the people coming in here, which is great news. I wasn't sure how long these needed to be, so I didn't quite make them long enough, which is fine. I mean, by the time they're getting there, it's not too terrible. This one I did make longer, so that one should be okay. But I think this is probably going to do it. So we're just going to, we'll go ahead and I'll speed build through, and hopefully we'll hit the end eventually, and hopefully I'll be happy. Alright, so we have eclipsed the 500, which was one of the concerns, but the problem is we have not had 800 people come through our park entrance yet. And we are still 120 away. So I built another roller coaster, and I tried to address the medium people in the family in the park, or thrill seekers. I don't know what I don't understand this yet. So it's a pretty decent attraction. We're gonna just go ahead and open it up and let it crash in a nearby. Has scared potential customers. Well, screw you. So that kind of means that we have to get some campaigns going. We'll do this. We'll do it for 3 months. And we're doing it on television. We're going to start it. We will do another one. This one. Television, or let's do this one on social media. What else can we do? free park entrance. Sure. Let's go ahead and make sure we're actually doing that. I don't think it matters. We got a huge line. This is a massive line here, but 5:40, are we going to be able to get people to come into the park? So we're at 700, so we're already doing pretty good. I actually really kind of like this layout. It's kind of open here, like you'd have to fill it in with scenery and whatnot, but it kind of has a lot going on for it. Like if you put in like a mountain here and have this turn as like a tunnel, it might not be that bad. This coaster is atrocious, so we're just going to keep not looking at that. The log flume is doing fine. It's not that pretty, but it does the job. You know, at the beginning, the Dune Devil is certainly doing its job here. And yeah, I'm thinking we might actually get all of the non-optional goals, or all of the goals, just all of the goals. Although, maybe not. How many months is this going for? It's going by fairly quick. I don't think there's going to be much that I can do. We're still getting 1 or 2 people to come in here. We got people coming in. We're 30 away. Oh, this is super close. Time is ticking. Guests are flowing in. We're 15 away. You know, it looks like we're going to do it because we've had so many people come in. It doesn't matter how many people leave at this point. We just need people to come in. We have 8 people left. That was way too close for comfort. And we're not even there yet. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, wait. We need to hold all the goals for 3 weeks to win? So, no, what? No, wait. What? I don't understand. Just saying completion for 2 weeks to win. I didn't even see that at the top there. But it looks like we got the optional, which is good. So, I mean, we're easily gonna hold happiness because people are loving the park. Group of vandals, that could pretty severely dampen what we have. And I wonder if we lose it, will we lose the challenge, the optional hole too? Now we have things breaking down, which isn't good. I struggled with this scenario. I made some pretty big mistakes on this one, in terms of, what I was researching. I don't know why it's like, oh, I'll just go for calm rides. That makes sense. No, it doesn't. The good news, we did finish it though. We completed all of our objectives, including the optional goal. So that is incredibly exciting. It came right down to the wire. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, wait. We're still confettiing. We are still confettiing. I do hope you enjoyed this episode of Parkitect Campaign mode. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you didn't or saw something I could have done better, and I'm sure there was a lot of it in this episode, make sure you leave it in the comment section. And if you want to find some more awesome Planet Coaster content, or Planet Coaster, Jesus, Parkitect content, make sure you check out my channel. We do have Planet Coaster too, so you can check it out for that too. But either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.